In this lecture, we are going to see how to create auto constraints and manual constraints. Of course, in the last lecture also we have seen, but in this lecture we are going to elaborate. Here, we are inside the sketcher interface of a new file in Creo. Let us create the same rectangle again, which is 100 into 50 rectangle. This time, I'll select this line. In the last lecture, I have created 4 lines in a different shape. But in this lecture, we are going to discuss shortcuts for generating that rectangle. Let us select somewhere here. And as soon as I move down, you can see a vertical constraint is being given and the line is getting locked. You just have to move your mouse. You can see it is getting locked. Once it gets locked, when you click, automatically a vertical constraint is getting generated and the line becomes vertical. Similarly, if you move here, you can see this is horizontal. Click and a horizontal constraint is given to this created line. When you move up, you can see there are few constraints that are getting generated. If you move, you can see at this point, there is also a equal constraint that is being given. You can see equal constraint. When I click here and again move, if I come here, automatically the coincidence constraint is getting generated. When I click, you can see the rectangle has been formed. Press on the escape key to exit from the command and you can see a completely closed rectangle has been formed. Even the dimensions also, if you see, whatever we require, that has been given automatically. So this is the power of auto constraints in Creo. I'll double click on this dimension and I'll give it as 25. Press on the enter key. Again, I'll double click on this dimension and give as 50. Press on the enter key. You can see here. Now, I'll double click on this dimension. I'll give as 50. Enter. And we will double click on this dimension and give 100. And you can see our 100 into 50 rectangle has been given. Now, let us position these constraints near to the sketch so that we can have a clear visualization on what actually we have given. And you can see the same thing we have created in the last lecture, but with great difficulty. But it was actually needed so that you can understand the difference between manual constraining and auto constraining. In the last lecture, we have done many things manually, but here everything we have done automatically. So, I'm not saying that auto constraint is good and manual constraint is bad. What I am saying is, both of these constraining methods have their own role. So, we should be aware of both the things and we should be able to utilize both the constraining methods. In the next lecture, we are going to create example 1 drawing and we are going to be very clear on this concept of constraining.